Well, hello. With all that's been going on in the storms and with the polytunnels and the garden, I realised I'd forgotten to show you my January bargains. I love bargain hunting. I always put a bit of money aside so that come January sale time, I can pop off and get a few bargains that will help me save a bit of money when it comes to Christmas again the following year. So that being said, let's quickly get into it and show you some of the best finds I personally found this year. We'll start with B&M. Now, I love B&M, and one of my favourite finds was this. I actually saw it over Christmas and liked it and thought, oh, I'm not paying that for it. My daughter particularly liked it as well because she liked the rabbit, and it started off at £5.99, I don't know if you can see, and I got it for £1. So that was so lovely, and I think my daughter's going to have that one. So, better not break it now. I picked up this one as well, also for £1, and I just thought it was adorable. I love the little mouse on the top. So I might keep that for myself, or I might give it as a present. I'm not sure yet. Talking of presents, also in B&M, I found these reindeer mugs, and they colour change, so the nose changes colour when you put a hot drink in them, and I thought they'd be quite good for teenage presents or a raffle prize, or even they do an appeal for gifts for kids and teenagers this time at Christmas time, and they started off at £1.99 and they were down also to £1, so I got 2 of those. I thought they were quite cute. Oh, right, also in B&M, some very noisy decorations. I quite liked these. I like this sort of thing, so these are for me. I might hang them in the middle of a wreath, or I might hang them on my tree or on my greenery around the fireplace, but they were reduced to 50p. I think they started off at about £1, so I got a couple of those as well. That's also B&M. What else? Also got, we're changing our colour theme in our decorations slowly. So this was perfect. This was also £1. This was down from £2.99 and I got it for £1. And that's sort of the colours we want, or close enough. I thought it looked really pretty anyway, so we got that ready for next year. Okay, I think that's the lot from B&M. I only got one thing in Aldi's, so I'll quickly show you that. And that was a new piece of tinsel, also to go with our new colour theme. We'd said all Christmas there was a gap in the tree. We needed another piece of tinsel. So I've got one ready for next year because we always get roughly the same size tree. And that started off at 89p, but it was down to 29p. So I thought 29p, it's going in the trolley. So that was that. I popped into Peacocks. My daughter needed something from there, and I just happened to see these. So these lovely big gift type bags. So I liked those, and I like to put presents in them to give to people, or carry around for my shopping at Christmas and that sort of thing, or to fill with presents for children. And they were down to £1. I picked up 2 of those, so they were £1 each, and they started off at £2 and were half price. They were the last 2 there, so I got those from Peacocks. I then popped into the Works, and I'd been sent an email from the Works saying that if I spent £5 I could get a free book, like a notebook. So I thought, oh, I'll have a look at that, because I'd also been sent a message saying that on my loyalty card I had £4.80 to spend, and you have to spend it by a certain time, and if I went in between this date and that date, these offer would apply. So I popped in quickly to spend my £4.80, and I had a look round and I found this water bottle. It says, "I don't sweat, I sparkle," which will be really good for taking to work, because I work in a chip shop and it gets incredibly hot behind the fryers, so you need plenty of drink. So I thought I could take that. So that was £4. And then I was looking around for something else, and I found a bookmark for £1. which is my kind of thing, nice and sparkly and wintry. And I'm doing a lot more reading at the moment. I'm actually reading The Moneyless Man, which is quite ironic seeing as I've gone out to buy all these bits and pieces for Christmas, but it is actually quite inspiring, definitely a good read, Mark Boyle, so I recommend that. So I found this bookmark for £1, so that was my £5. So at the till I got given an I Am Very Busy notebook for free. Should have been £2, but because I'd spent £5 I had it for free, and because I had my voucher I got that and that all for 20p. So that was a really good bargain. I think it was probably be my deal of the year. Hopefully not, but maybe. I actually popped back into the works another time. I think it was a day later or something, because I happened to be going past and I just thought, oh, I'll have a last quick look when I had a little bit more time. And I found these, which say might be for the children's appeal, these activity books down to 75p. Reckon they started off at £4.99, then went down to £1.50, but they were 75p. So I got one of those, a little reindeer one. And then I've got my nativity as well, also for 75p. So that might be quite good. I've got some young nephews and nieces, so it might be something for them, or I might give it to the children's appeal, depending. And also I found this, which I thought was a lovely little kit for somebody, and that was down to £1. It was in the 2 for £10 deal earlier on, but it was down to £1 in a basket, so I thought, oh, that'd be good to have as well. And it's a detective kit, crime scene secret agent. I would have loved something like that when I was a kid. So that's all the works. Then on a different day I popped into Superdrug, and Superdrug were having a little bit of a clearance shelf, and I found these, and it's 3 little ducks. It says Fruity Duck Trio, but they're just 3 brightly coloured little ducks, and it said that they were now 99p and they were £5. I can honestly say I would not spend £5 on 3 little ducks, but for 99p, my niece is having a baby in the spring, and I thought it would be a nice little thing to put with her present, because you can't go wrong. Everybody's got to have a little duck, haven't they, in the bath? So I thought that was cute for 99p, and so I bought a spare one as well, in case I need it for anything else. So I thought they were very pretty. So from allegedly £5 to 99p. And the only other thing I got in Superdrug was this Zoella lip balm, which was down to 99p. I'm not quite sure what it started off at. Probably around £4 I think they are, but again I thought that would be quite good for a raffle prize or a gift or whatever, because it's not something my children would use anymore, but I thought for 99p it would be good for the gift tub. Right, I popped into the co-op, my local co-op, well, not my local one, but my localist bigger one. They always have a few great bargains in there, so I had to go in. And I'm not quite sure what these started out at, and it didn't say on the receipt. I think all these things started off at either £4 or £5, but they were all down to 50p. Now the first thing, which I couldn't stop laughing and I had to get, was this bauble beard inflatable game. We always have a games sort of afternoon over Christmas with my older children come home over Christmas, and we always do games, and I just thought that might be a fun thing to do for an afternoon, is you put the inflatable beard on and you throw baubles at them and see if they could stick, and I could just see that would probably go down. So spoiler alert to any of my kids that are watching, guess what we're doing next Christmas. So there we are. So we're having an inflatable beard, and that was down to 50p from, I think it was either £4 or £5. So I couldn't leave that there. It was the last one there, so I picked it up. I also got for 50p these penguins. They are adorable. They're wine sleeves, but I was thinking you don't have to put them around wine. I give bottles of sometimes homemade apple juice or things like that, or you can do homemade ginger beer, or you can get a sparkly non-alcoholic wine, and you just chill your bottle, and then you put the penguin on it and it stays chilled, and it's got a little zip at the back. And I thought that was hilarious, and I thought that might be good because I do give some of my friends some apple juice, and or I thought for raffle prizes at the school, because I know they always seem to like bottles of wine and stuff at the school raffle. So I thought, well, that might be quite good. And these were 50p again, and so I think they started off at £5. It was not quite clear on the shelf, but I'm sure it was £4 or £5. But they were 50p, and so I got 4 of those because they just made me laugh, and I thought they'd be great little gifts for people or raffle prizes. Then my last bargains at the Co-op, repeating myself again, but I know these started off at £5 because there was a label on these, and these were down to 50p. And this is, I think it's just a variation on an old theme. It's the original Miracle Melting Dinosaur, and it's basically like a green putty, and then it's got little bits on it so that you can make the dinosaur. My kids used to have stuff like this with Play-Doh, and they use them again and again, and it says that this melts again and again, but you could always use the little bits to make like a Play-Doh or a plasticine dinosaur. And I thought this is good. I have little nephews and nieces who come around trick-or-treating and stuff, and I thought, oh, that might be quite good to put in their trick-or-treat bag. And again, for 50p, you can't go wrong. So I'm probably going to be blamed for being sexist now, but I got a green one, and then I got a unicorn one, because my little niece likes unicorns and stuff like that. And I would give her, I have got 2 more. I got 2 of each, just so that they can choose what they want and take what they want. So I thought for 50p that would be great. And the unicorn looks so sweet as well, and it's just this putty, and it's got the little bits to make a unicorn. So there, so they can choose. But I know that my niece is quite a girly girl, and my nephew likes monsters and things, so I got 1 of each. But as I say, they can, if she wants to choose a dinosaur, she can. So that's that. And then I went to Tesco's over sort of, well, just after Christmas actually, and I picked up this pinball game for £1, and that was down from about £3, I think. So I thought, oh, that might be quite good. I used to like stuff like that when I was younger, little pinball games. So I thought that might be a good thing for a present or a raffle or etc. Same old thing. And then one of my really good bargains in Tesco's were these gorgeous pine candles. Dark green glass, pine scented. Keep sniffing them, they don't change, they're still pine scented, they're lovely. And these were down to 25p. I think they started off as £1. Well, I know they started off as £1, and then they went down to 25p. And I cleared the shelf, and I've got 5 of those because I thought they were perfect next Christmas for little gifts for my friends at church. So there we are, 25p candles. Can't go wrong. I thought it was a very useful gift as well. And last but not least, I popped into the Card Factory, and they were having a 50% off sale of their Christmas stuff, and I found this adorable dog. It was so cute, I had to buy it. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it yet, but I had to get it. I thought it might be a really good present. And it started off at £3.99, but obviously it was £2 because there was 50% off. And I mean, just look at that face. I couldn't leave it there. So I bought that as well. So I might keep it for myself. It's so adorable. But anyway, so that, I think, just checking, I think that's the lot. So I had quite a good Christmas haul. I didn't bother with the wrapping paper or Christmas cards. I don't send many Christmas cards anymore, and I've still got some left to use up from, you stockpile them from years ago. I don't bother with Christmas paper now either. I use just brown paper from Amazon throughout the year. Any Amazon parcels we have, or my friends have, I save the brown paper, and then I use that for Christmas paper and decorate it and stuff, and it looks actually quite effective. And so I didn't bother with getting any cheap wrapping paper. And sadly, I didn't actually find many advent calendars this year. I'm still going to have a hunt for those, because I still send a picture advent calendar to my older girls, although they live away from home, so they can open their little door on the run up to Christmas. But I haven't found any this year. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you got some terrific bargains in the January sales and had fun going around, and I hope you got some cute gifts too. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to go back out now and try and sort out the polytunnels, but if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.